Dodger Stadium, Griffith Park, Los Feliz, Silver Lake. What do all these have in common? Well, they are near Atwater Village. Some of you might have heard of Frogtown, but today we are going to discuss Atwater Village. So, do me that favor, hold on a moment, grab something to write if you want to take some notes, click the subscribe button and bell for updates, and I'll be right back. Atwater Village is a part of Los Angeles. It's in the 13th district of Los Angeles, and it borders Griffith Park and Silver Lake. Glendale is to the northeast of it, and Glendale Park is to the south. Most of northeastern Los Angeles was part of Rancho San Rafael until 1868, when parts of it were purchased by W.C.B. Richardson, who named it Rancho Santa Elula. Okay, please don't beat me up if I'm pronouncing this wrong. I'll have the spelling right there. So while it was a ranch, it was used for sheep herds, general ranching, and dairy. The entire region was eventually subdivided and sold to home builders in 1902, with the Atwater Village portion being named such due to its proximity to the Los Angeles River. At the time of the sale, the area was a poppy field, and it was initially just named Atwater, and Village was added later in 1986. Early residents of Atwater Village included the working class that was growing into the middle class, mostly employed by the DWP substation. This location was between Los Angeles and Glendale City, and it made it a highly sought after residential neighborhood in the 1920s. Most of the homes in Atwater Village have never been demolished, although many have been renovated. And this has resulted in this particular neighborhood of having one of the highest number of structures built before 1939 in all of Los Angeles County. Most of Atwater Village was built during the time of like the fantasy bungalows. So these are relatively small homes on smaller properties. Their property size are oftentimes under 6,000 square feet, which is pretty small for a home. But its proximity to the movie studios at the time of development that made the neighborhood of Atwater both a destination place and a mixture of architecture. Homes were built by Barbie Canolfi on 3600 block of Brunswick to the plain Cape Cod homes dispersed throughout, as well as the Spanish colonial revival homes, which were very popular along Glen Feliz. All of Atwater Village was built and designed to attract the working middle class. And so you have this variety of comfortable, affordable, single-family homes. Today, Atwater Village still remains mostly single-story homes with bungalows mixed in, and of course, modern renovation. Atwater Village became a part of destinations for filming locations. Parts of Atwater Village were used in Quentin Tarantino's infamous Pulp Fiction, including the House of Lance and his wife Jody. Over the last 10 to 20 years, Atwater Village has actually been redeveloping, and the development has been a result of the spillover from the development happening in Glendale and Los Feliz. As a result, it's become a neighborhood filled with hipsters and creatives, and like Los Feliz, it has a walkability and a really nice neighborhood feel. Los Feliz Boulevard and Glendale Boulevard have become hotspots filled with restaurants, coffee shops, bakeries, and a wide variety of different cuisines, which is amazing. That's one of the beautiful parts of Los Angeles. Almost anything you like, anything you possibly want is all here. There's a number of really popular and long-established restaurants. Tam O'Shanter Inn was established in 1922 and is one of the oldest restaurants in all of Los Angeles County. Walt Disney himself was a frequent patron, and the restaurant has kept its original charm, which for some people they might not like because it's like, this is a little bit old and whatnot, but other people really, really enjoy it, and that is a part of its character, charm, and draw. Atwater Village, like many parts of Los Angeles, has a couple of popular annual events: an annual block party, trick-or-treating, and the annual Atwater Village Tree Lighting Festival, which is typically the first Sunday in December, which really brings the whole community out to celebrate. There's of course a farmers market, which is held on Sundays, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., something great. They have a neighborhood council, they have several schools, mostly public, one private, a ton of eateries, and parks. Because of its proximity, you can count Griffith Park as one of the parks, Glenhurst Park, Chevy Chase Park, and North Atwater Park, which also has horse trails. So if you're a horse person, this is a place that you can take your horse. So let's talk housing. We're gonna go over 3 properties: entry-level, mid-priced home, and the highest priced home in the market at the time recording this video. So an entry-priced home at the time recording this video is $645,000. Now, don't get too excited. This is a 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom, and it's only 734 square feet. So if you're out there renting a 1-bedroom, you already know 734 square feet is not a lot of space, especially if it's a 2-bedroom. And this particular property that I'm showing is located at 2911 and a half North Coolidge Ave in Los Angeles. Now, the mid-priced home is at $1,050,000. This is a 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom, 932 square foot home on a 5,367 square foot lot. This home needs complete renovation, top to bottom. There are no interior photos. And as a real estate agent, one of the things I share with my clients who get excited about the price of something, if there's no photos, there's no photos for a reason. Either they haven't done them yet, or photos would deter you from actually visiting the property, and that's what it is in this case. It is more of an investor opportunity for this particular home. Now, the highest priced home in Atwater Village at the time recording this video is basically $2.5 million, $2,499,999. This particular home is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, 2,522 square feet on a 6,764 square foot lot. Now this home has been completely renovated, and as you can see, it's really beautiful. But what's also special is it has a detached garage and also an ADU. The ADU is 462 square feet. It's basically a studio ADU, but as you can see by the photos, it was very beautifully done. So the price points in Atwater Village really vary. Again, that entry-level price of $645,000, it feels more like a townhome community cluster or of apartments or something of that nature. But the perk is, instead of renting, you get to own. And as you know, if you have worked with me or if we've been having consultations and talking about selling your home or buying a home, my biggest thing is this: you are always paying a mortgage. It's either called rent or mortgage. And when you pay the mortgage, you're building equity and you're not throwing your money away. If you're paying rent, I really truly hope that you have an opportunity to write off some of that due to working from home or owning your business, because paying rent and throwing away money is just not the way to go. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, I have a lot more in store for the year 2025, just starting to map things out, but there's so much more of Los Angeles to cover and more to talk about why you should consider living in certain neighborhoods. So again, as I discussed about Atwater Village, it really has a lot of walkability for restaurants, shopping, and all that stuff. And more these days, people are enjoying that idea of, once you get home, not really getting in the car and going too far. So to be able to walk and enjoy your neighborhood is such a plus here in Los Angeles. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to get on my calendar to discuss your home needs, whether that's selling your home or buying a home, you can either schedule time on my calendar